Plot. So my own personal opinion when it comes to fiction, especially, you know, the way plot is spoken about, like a series of events, desires, conflict, resolution, etc., doesn't really matter to me. I think that you get plot from writing good characters and having them live and interact and think. You know, I read novels for like a slice of life. You know, I'm interested in the snapshot of the person going through the motions we all know so well. You know, sometimes there's drama, sometimes there isn't. But I think just to focus on like drama and conflict as the way that writing is taught, for me, feels just, you know, quite wrong. And I think that people shouldn't be afraid of writing, you know, boring sections of their novels, because, you know, I remember listening to Bertrand Russell talk, and he was kind of like, you know, there's so many parts of life that are just boring, like nothing's happening, you're just bored. So for a novel to shy away from all of those bits means that the author is being a coward. If you really want to bring a character to life, you have to add the boring parts. So it shouldn't just all be, you know, conflict and conflict resolution. Of course, you do need those kind of things. I don't think they should be contrived. I think that just by having a good character live their daily life, as we all live our daily lives, things just happen, you know, things just come up. You know, you read some novels and there's just one thing after the other, after the other, after the other. And it can be exhausting, because maintaining intensity in a novel it's not pleasurable reading. I think that's one of the reasons That Reminds Me works, because they're chunks of writing. It's not loads of writing on the page that just maintains this intensity for, you know, 120 pages. I don't think that would be nice for anybody. You need to be able to close the book, put it down and whatnot. I think that's a really important distinction, actually, just to go off topic for a second. There's a really important distinction between, you know, poets and prose writers who, and I believe I think it was John Irving, I can't remember, I may be getting that wrong, but John Irving, who said he knew that he was a poet because when he was writing, it was just sustained intensity. And that works for a poem, it just doesn't work for a novel. So I think, yeah, when you're thinking about plot, don't just think, what kind of action can I throw in here? I don't think you'll end up writing a novel that you're happy with, or a novel that reflects life in a particular way. And I know obviously you might think about fantasy or science fiction, but the best science fiction, again, the best magical realism, the best fantasy books are still grounded in human lives, human experiences, and the things that happen to us. People still get bored, all these kind of things still happen in these different genres of writing. So I really think that it's important not to overthink plot and drama and conflict. I think it's better just to take a more laid back approach to it, until you get an editor who will probably actually tell you to insert more action into the text. But there's always ways around that. So the most important books, I feel, are the ones that are just character focused, human focused, essentially.